So today we're up in the Tickaboo area, which is some little resort right along this road. We're gonna come down, put the boat in at the boat dock at Tickaboo, in Bullfrog, which is right around in here. There's a boat ramp along here. Gotta find out where it is. And if you come back and go right around this corner, you're in Halls Creek Bay. But it's a big bay. It's more like a lake than it is. And I've been told by guys who were here earlier that this area is okay for fishing, but the water is murkier. As you go towards the Arizona direction, the water is crystal gorgeous blue. Each one of these dots is a mile marker. So coming out of Bullfrog Bay, you're pretty much between 95 and 93. That's a 2-mile spread right there. And so if you get down to these old mile markers at 92, 90, 89, you start going up these canyons and you'll see some beautiful little scenery. Come down here another mile, go up this canyon. Then you got this canyon here. That's a little arch right there. Slick Rock is down here. So you got all these little places we're going to go out and explore. We're going to be returning up the Bullfrog Bay, and then we're going to get in the boat early in the late afternoon and drive home. So that's our plan for today. We'll see how far we can go. We have plenty of gas to do all this. I'd like to at least get down to Slick Rock and if possible Iceberg Canyon. That would be really nice if I could get down that far and have some time to explore around. Okay, so again, we're starting out between 93 and 95 in Bullfrog Bay, and then the numbers get smaller for each mile we go down. Okay, you like that, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
You gotta name it after your wife.
There you go.
So I got the boat in the water, and because of the low water level, it's a long hike for Debbie to hike back from where the boat was parked. I think she might have forgot something. She went back up, and we're about ready to shove off from Bullfrog boat ramp. And I'm just getting the engines idling here, just getting all nice and warmed up. And I do have a little garment on here. Okay, that's Bullfrog Bay right over there with that boat sitting out there. And that's the marina and back. And I'm just going to go in a little circle here, and we're going to now head out of Bullfrog, and on the other side of that mountain right there is Halls Crossing. So you go right around the end of that point there on the end, and that becomes the Halls Bay in there, I guess, Halls Crossing Bay. So we're going to head out that direction now, and my wife Debbie and I on our little Boston Whaler 15-footer. Past mile marker 92 out of Bullfrog, and this is already getting to be some of the real pretty cliffs. You can see areas along here where it would just be magnificent to camp. Every once in a while there's a beach. Right here, obviously, pure cliffs. And these are what the mile markers look like running down the center channel of Lake Powell. And by coordinating these mile markers with your chart on your map, you can know pretty much exactly where you're at and how far you have to go. So the numbers get smaller as we head down towards, so what you do is just look right on here and compare your mile markers, those white dots on there, and you pretty much have a good idea where you're at. So we're about mile marker 89. This is called Lake Canyon. So I thought we'd go up here, our first canyon off the main Lake Powell channel, and kind of explore around there. I'm not sure there's a 5-mile-an-hour low-wake speed limit in here. I'm just not too sure. So this is Lake Canyon, mile marker 89. So we're just working our way out of the canyon. We went about a mile up, and decided to turn around and come on back. We'll try some other canyon walls. Heading out back to the main channel out of this little canyon creek like this. street markers along here. So we just came out of Lake Canyon. Yeah, it's kind of nice to just let you know where you just been. That's the canyon we just came out of. Now we're going to turn around and continue heading in a southwest direction, winding through the main channel of Powell. Kind of curious looking cave. Probably could be made by volcanic blowout or about mile 87 marker. Up ahead you can see the massive sheer cliffs ahead of us. Marker 86. See some of the unbelievable cliffs, hundreds and hundreds of feet high. Canyon. So I'm not sure that it's too low. The canyon's now like the circle around here. We are at mile marker 81. Let's go back in there and see how far we can navigate. Because it doesn't look like much on the entrance. It looks like a very wide canyon. We'll go back and see. This is right across the channel from Slick Rock Canyon, which was disappointingly short to the water level. Thought I'd come over and just check out this kind of like water level cave. Looks like a little waterfall cascade up there during a flash flood, and it's kind of a pretty little spot in there. Let's see how far back. You never know when you're at a distance how big they are when you get up close. If you go in these things, or if they're so tall you can't even believe how huge they are. But this is kind of shallow. Hoping the water's deep enough and no jagged rocks sticking up here, but it looks extremely deep. So we're all the way in.
This would be a cool picture right there.
Wow, this is beautiful in here. The water is so deep and dark.
This would be a cool picture right there. I could get
Wow,
it
look at
time.
We're going to stop and take still pictures here. Okay, this is mile marker 78, and so that should put us at Iceberg Canyon right there. That's probably where we want to go today. Keep that little road marker right there. exploring up Iceberg Canyon and have some lunch up here in a nice little spot. See the beautiful scenery of what this has to offer. Beautiful canyon up here. Boulder underwater. It shows you gotta be careful about these water levels. Maybe we'll go explore down that little canyon. Canyon off a canyon. We're in Iceberg Canyon with a spectacular view, but just kind of look at this beautiful houseboat nestled down there, where that sun shines right down inside that canyon. This is so beautiful in here. Iceberg Canyon is really, really a treat to come down. Interesting, there's trees sticking out of the water here. There's tree branches, but we've seen a couple of houseboats find their way back in here. But you know, it seems like it's pretty narrow back there. That's where we're heading right now. It's going down that, continue down that main channel of Iceberg Canyon. So this is the end of Iceberg Canyon due to the water level. Some trees sticking out by the ground. Amazing, amazing. Oh, look at that gigantic cave up on the side of the mountain. Over on this tree, we were watching what looked like a small golden eagle. And then back, nestled back on this little side outlet, there's another nice little houseboat set up at the base of that massive, beautiful scenery. So now that we're at the end of Iceberg Canyon, we're going to head back to the main channel, but we're going to stop somewhere along the way and break out the lunchbox and make nice lunches. And then probably we'll start working our way back towards Bullfrog. Just want to manage my fuel here. I got plenty of extra in cans. My tank says I've probably gone through about, I don't know how good my gas gauge is on this thing right here. How reliable that is, but used over half a tank, but I've got a lot more gas to put in it. What's amazing is about the other side of the cliff, we get beautiful sunlight coming down. Everything is just unbelievable photographically, awe-inspiring. So now I'm going back in the direction of the main channel of Lake Powell. We're heading back where we came from when we went into Iceberg Canyon. Saying goodbye to Iceberg Canyon. Gas to find out. Now we're going to head back up the channel to Bullfrog. Here we go. Now on our way back. gauge isn't right. I'll have to put some cans of fuel in it, but it'd be nice to know I can make it all the way back without having to do that. This one's past Lake Canyon or whatever it's called. So probably about 3 or 4 miles left to Bullfrog. A little bit of chop out here, not too much. A little bit of a breeze chop. Large boat swells that bounce off the wall and coming back and forth. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful day to be out on Lake Powell. Living and exploring various canyons. Well, we're getting real close back to returning to home base here at this is Hall's Crossing right here, Bullfrog. That's Bullfrog right over there. This is Hall's Crossing campground over there, but the bay for Hall's Crossing is right back in there, the little lake. So we got about, let's take a look how many miles we were down there. This boat's still on the original 12 gallons. They start out on the tank. I was kind of wondering about my fuel gauge. It does show empty. But it really never ever shows full when it's full either. It shows it like being 3/4 full. So it's a 12-gallon tank, and so I guess we've got plenty of fuel left. There's this 50 horsepower engine running at under 5,000 RPM. I'm just taking it easy. You're both going to do 29, 30 miles an hour. That's when I'm wasting gas. But I've been going 20 to 24 miles an hour majority of the time. So I'm glad to know that the tank comes all the way down there and back without having to add any extra fuel. So sure why it got so blurry. Maybe my hand was in front of the lens. Just watching more and more pontoon boats and houseboats going back and forth. We're only about a week from Memorial Day, so some of these boats are just getting checked out. Some of these people are getting an early start of the season. The water feels real nice to the touch. Finished the trip on Lake Powell at Bullfrog by filming the boat at the dock, and I forgot. We got busy and it just didn't happen. So we're actually on the way home to where we live, and so we had a very fun and successful day. I've had comments from other posts I've done about what boat I'm running or what year model that is of this Boston Whaler, so I'll just review that real briefly. This boat is a 1987 Boston Whaler. It's faded. It's been in the ocean a lot. It's sat out, not being stored in the garage a lot. I picked it up from a guy in Colorado. And previous owners have cut this thing out for a lot of electronics that they use for messing around offshore. This boat used to be powered by 115 horsepower Johnson, which was completely crazy. This boat was repowered in 2010 with this Mercury 50 horsepower, which is an ideal engine for this boat. I just love it. It's just the right amount of power and economy, and I just can't say enough good about that. I do need to do a lot of work on the trailer and on the boat paint, and over the years I will. I've only owned it about a year now, but it is a 1987 Super Sport. By Super Sport means you're going to have the padded bench seats in front, padded bench seats in the rear. You're going to have the ski pylon. You get this little trunk section here that has a big compartment for storage underneath, and so that's kind of what they did the sport package. Let's see, I am using right now a 12-inch diameter prop, and it's about 11 pitch, I think is what I have on here. It's just a great all-purpose, plenty of torque, and it does 30 miles an hour if I want to wide open throttle. So the trailer is the original trailer that was sold at the boat in 1987. In Newport Beach, California. I have the documents that came with the boat and photographs of it from this original. Still has its California numbers on it. I've actually registered it for Utah. I just haven't put the new numbers on. Haven't got the old ones off yet. So that's the boat I've taken. I've had it out in the ocean off of San Diego. I've had it up at lakes in northern Utah, and I've two times now to Lake Powell, one at the Wall Weep end of the Lake Powell, and then today, of course, at Bullfrog. And just a super fun, easy to pull, tow it behind a little Honda SUV. Just does a great job. This trailer is rated for a 3,500 pound boat or more, and this boat's only 900 pounds, has a 200 pound engine, so this trailer will last a long time, and it tracks perfectly, and I just love it. So that's what I've got here for the boat. I named it after my wife, who I've nicknamed Little Debbie. Her name is Debbie. And these lights on the trailer aren't so great. They haven't been repaired. So I fabricated some of my own little clamper lights that put them on a clamp. Have a little swivel on here. I've used these on other trailers. And so those come in real handy when you just want to clamp onto something, a motorcycle trailer or a quad trailer or a flatbed trailer or anything. So those are my multi-purpose lights. They'll get down the road for me until I get these straightened out. I may end up just getting a fresher trailer. This thing is so oversized, but I do love the way it's so solid. All right, so that's the boat I'm running on my ventures, and so I'm signing out here. End of story.